Hello, and welcome to the first ever LT podcast. I'm your host, Brett Walker. Joining me today is coordinator Julian Daher.
Hello there.
LT consultant Nina Carlucci.
Hey.
And other LT consultant Jennifer Stokewell.
Hi, everyone.
On today's episode, we're going to look at new features that are impressing us, go-to tools, and what are we most excited about this school year. I'm going to kick it off starting with Jen. Jen, what's one new feature that's impressed you so far with our tools?
You know what, Brett? I'm really enjoying Canva's background remover. It takes any image and we can have a lot of fun with it with a quick removal, whether we are updating a presentation, doing something fun around the office, or really showcasing what Canva can do. Nano Banana, Gemini's new tool, also has these capabilities, so I'm really excited to see how they're integrating those tools into slides and docs as well.
Awesome. It's also neat you can remove backgrounds in videos.
It is. Really cool.
So much you can do in Canva these days. Nina, what about you?
I've always been a fan of gems since they've come out, but my new favorite is definitely the storybook, especially in elementary. There's the social stories, there's different images. You can pick all the different types that you want, anime, even like a watercolored picture. I think it's super fun and interactive, and I think it's just an extra little something to bring to class for teachers. So that's my favorite for sure.
Yeah, I love playing around with that one. I did one of my cat in a claymation style. Julian, didn't you just get a new cat?
I did just get a cat, actually. Yes, Stanley, Stan the man.
Stan the man. Do you think you'd make a storybook for Stan?
Oh, you know what? That's like, Brett, what a great use case. Absolutely, I would.
Okay, speaking of that, we're going to switch over to go-to tools. Julian, what is your go-to tool?
Oh, geez. Well, I have to say, it's a combination of a little bit of Canva right now, just given the work that we're doing, and a little bit of Gemini. So I would say just creating some presentations and giving it that nice elevated look and that polished look with a nice OCSB branded template. Canva is just spectacular, and I've been on a journey with it. I'm not the most creative person when it comes to visually aesthetic things, but Canva and all of the AI-ified ways of incorporating the Dreamlab experience, the Magic AI experience, where you can think up those images if it doesn't already exist, has been super. In terms of Gemini, I just find myself always talking to Gemini as a thought partner, so I feel like that helps me on my day-to-day. Yeah, they're just two really great, reliable tools right now for me.
Lots of use cases where you can use it in different ways, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Jen, what about you? What's your go-to tool?
You know what? I'm having a lot of fun with Notebook LM these days. There's been a lot of new features that have come out recently, and I think it's a great tool for both teachers and students. So my favorite thing right now on it is the podcast creation, especially if I want to listen to something on the drive to work. I can upload source documents that I choose. So the AI with the notebook is not just pulling things from anything, but only from documents that I choose. And I can create a bite-sized podcast. So maybe I want a little 2-minute brief on what's going on. Or if I feel like listening a little longer, I get a nice 30-minute podcast between two very energetic hosts who I can tell maybe I want it a little sarcastic. They'll tweak it for my sense of humor. And I can get a deep dive on what's really going on.
Gotta love the deep dives. I've been having a lot of fun with Notebook LM too. The other day I had a history notebook and was trying to have it explain Dieppe through a basketball analogy.
Oh, I love that.
And it actually made a lot of sense. It talked about the testing out the defense with the beginning of it for the final thing, which was the final play at the end, which was successful. So really, really neat application.
The fact that our high school students now have access to this tool as well, I think there's a lot of ways that they can integrate this tool on top of their regular study habits.
Yeah, awesome. All right, I'm going to throw it over to Nina. Nina, what are you most excited about this year?
Actually, I think the thing that I'm most excited for is all the innovations coming from our AI tools. It's constantly, I think every single day we get a new update. Two of my favorite things that have come out so far is Canva Code. You don't need to be an expert. You can go into it. You can play around. You can choose something that would actually be relevant for your class. You can create your own with just a prompt, or there's already pre-made in there when you go into Canva AI. So that's pretty awesome. I've been playing around with the timers. There's also, just there's so many different things in there that you couldn't, like, you don't need to be an expert. Just play around, look in it, go for it, choose a thing and add it to your practice. I'm also obsessed with the new Brisk feature, which is the batch feedback. So when you go into the give feedback function now, you can do all of the exact same things, but you can do it for your entire class at the exact same time. So I don't know if I'd use this for evaluation, but definitely for like formative, as I'm going through the glows and grows, what's my next steps for my students. And it's all on the exact same rubric. So you set it. Obviously, you need to know your students and differentiate, but you set the context, you set what exactly you want it to look for, and it's the exact same for everyone. Then you can go through and choose the comments you actually like to put in to their document or their Google slide. You can even take pictures of student work and put it in and have a comment, just like, did they have the right context? Was the picture, what you were looking for? So it works in so many different ways. And I love that it's consistent. So, sometimes you're at the first and then you have 150 students. By the time you get to 150th, your comments are probably lacking, but it's all the same for every single person, which is really nice.
And it's that just-in-time feedback, right? Where they
Yeah.
can act on it and
A
work
next
to
step.
improve. Yeah, next step's awesome. Julian, what about you?
Favorite
What you're
What
most
are you
excited
most
about?
excited about? Okay, well, I'm still on my favorite tool. Okay, well, first of all, I'm just sitting here in the room and I feel like we don't get enough time with all of us together. So I'm really excited to be on the team with you guys and have you join this department. I know Nina and Jenna are our newest friends, but yeah, I'm excited to continue all the work that we've already started. It's been quite a busy start. In terms of what I'm most excited for, there's so many things, but I've been in LT for a few years now, and in the era of artificial intelligence, the past 3 years have been really intentional with a year of learning and a year of expansion and system scaling. So I'm really excited, like Nina was saying, to build on those tools and the innovations that have come from them, and see how educators and staff across the system are continuing to use it. I think that our board is positioned in such a unique frame right now with being K-12 ed tech leaders and innovators, and to be honest, seeing how staff across the system use AI in different ways every day continues to just seriously amaze me. So sometimes I think, okay, like I'm up to date with AI and I know what the latest innovations are, but then I'm hit with another, holy moly, that is a great idea and I never considered that. So I'm excited, I guess, for the possibilities is my greatest thing on my mind right now.
Okay, all the possibilities. All right, hot topic alert. Google Classroom. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What are you thinking as we turn it on and move into the Google Classroom world? Jen, what are you thinking?
You know what, Brett? I was really lucky. I tried out Google Classroom in the classroom last year and was really happy with the workflow that it provided. One of the big things that Google has continued to innovate on is actually the gradebook within Google Classroom. I think it offers a level of detail that a lot of teachers will appreciate. So they can see if something's been submitted late, if it was resubmitted, if they had to excuse a student from an assignment. So teachers' capability to work directly in the gradebook in Google Classroom, it saves the need for paper and pencil, for an extra Google Sheet. So I think I can see a lot of teachers using this as their main gradebook function down the line. And having that in line with also their course content, I think it's an all-in-one solution that is going to be really helpful for a lot of people.
A lot of customization features built into it, right?
Absolutely. It's very intuitive. People like Google were already using all the Google suite of apps, so I think it's going to layer on perfectly and just be part of our seamless ecosystem moving forward.
Totally. Nina, what are you thinking?
To add on what Jen said, I do think it's super intuitive. Last year, when I saw that it was open near the end of the year, I went into it, I played around, I wanted to test it out with my grade 3 students to see, how easy it would be for an elementary student to access it. I had a really busy class last year. So I said, in my head, if they can access, for sure anyone can do this. my students did prefer it better, my grade 3 class, because it was linear. So when they went in, they could access everything. I turned off the stream function because I felt it was too busy. But under classwork, they could look for French and they could go in and see exactly the material they needed to use and the assignment under it, and everything just works seamlessly together. So I found that my students could go in, work in it. They already knew how to access documents, slide deck, and so it was for them, it was easier all around because they didn't have to go into different sections, I found. So everything was just there for them. So they did like it more. So I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, that's needed, both the elementary and high school perspectives. Julian, how are you feeling about this?
I'm feeling really good actually, and I'm seeing and trying to answer the question, why now? And it's a great question. It's definitely timely, and it became, like Nina and Jen were saying, unjustifiable to keep classroom turned off for so many years, and we saw in the past 2 years in the department and recognizing the uptick in the usage of classroom was really interesting and fascinating to see at a district level. I think where I feel strongly is knowing that we're a really excitable and passionate team when it comes to rolling out the latest and the greatest. And I know from, in the trenches right now, for anyone that's listening and you're in the classroom saying, what's going on and how are we going to be supported? I can say without a shadow of a doubt that this team, among the interdepartmental team here at the board, has your back. And it's a 3-year plan, right? We're starting this year with learning and expansion, right? Nothing's mandatory. We're not getting rid of it. And next year, we're 26-27 school year, we're in that transition and adoption phase. So in that year, we're excited to actually have a PD day dedicated to learning a bit more about classroom, where it's not just learning on your own time and on your own dime, which will eventually then lead into 27-28 school year, where we're seeing full implementation. So I feel comfortable that we've got a 3-year, multi-year strategic plan and a really great, stellar team that will be able to support everybody in the system and figure out the latest and the greatest with all things Google. How are you feeling about it, Brad?
I'm excited. The more I play with it, the more I dive into it, the more I like it. And I'm really excited about all the Google integrations built into it that teachers are going to have access to. I've only scratched the surface with it, but there's so many possibilities.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be an interesting time, but this is what we do, right?
Totally.
Yeah. Call us.
So upcoming Media Literacy Week happening the end of October. Stay tuned for some fun, exciting stuff brought to your classroom. Really important security thing going on too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got cybersecurity. Well, technically, Brad, October is dedicated to Cybersecurity and Awareness Month, and we're excited to mindfully and intentionally integrate that perspective during Media Literacy Week. So it's typically at the end of October 30th, I believe, but we're excited to actually really weave that through Media Literacy Week and have students really talk about an important concept that I believe in years past has been underserved. So I think it's going to be great.
Okay, exciting times, all leading up to Halloween. Thank you everyone for listening, and in the first episode of Spilling the LT, we hope to bring back more fun, exciting episodes in the future, so stay tuned.